Hi, I'm Rob from MicksGarage. In this video we're going to show you how to change your car's battery. It's a very simple job and a job that anybody could undertake with just a few very simple hand tools. At MicksGarage we stock only the premium batteries. The battery we're looking at here is an Exide premium range battery with a 4-year warranty. So let's get started. Before we start to take the battery out, it's a good idea to take the keys out of the ignition, open the car door and also wind down the window. The reason for this is that when you disconnect the battery on some cars, the central locking will automatically lock all the doors and your keys will be locked inside. Another thing to be prepared is have your radio code ready, because when you disconnect the battery, the code will need to be re-entered again. The last tip we have for you before we take the battery out is to take a quick picture of the battery close up so that you can see exactly the position of the terminals and the cables, so that you can put them back in exactly the same position in case you forget. Now we're ready to start taking the battery out. We want to start with the negative terminal first. There's a sign on the battery here, negative sign, and also the cable to the negative pole is nearly always black. The positive pole here is a little symbol, and also the terminal connections are red generally. Okay, so now we're going to start on doing the negative battery terminal. It's just a small 10mm socket. Now we're ready to undo the positive terminal. Okay, now we have to just remove the battery clamp. It's just held in with one bolt down the bottom of the battery here. It's a little bit fiddly. We have it undone already, just the last few turns. It's important to say as well, just while you're working on the battery, don't leave any tools up here on top of the battery. If you leave a spanner or a ratchet and it touches between the two terminals, you can create a short circuit. It can be very dangerous. Now the clamp is undone, we can take that out, pop that down on the floor, and the battery is ready to lift out. They're very heavy, so you just slide it away from the clamp and lift it up. There we go. As you can see on the terminals, we have a bit of copper corrosion, so we just take that off with a wire brush. Now we've given the clamps a good clean up with a wire brush, and we just give them a quick squirt of WD-40 as well to help the contact between the battery terminals and the clamps. Okay, now we have the new battery ready to go in. It's going to go in the same orientation as the old one came out. You can look back at the photo you took if you can't remember how it came out. The new battery has terminal covers on both sides. They're clearly marked negative and positive. The battery itself is marked negative and positive as well. Before you fit, you just clip the covers off. And a nice feature of the Exide batteries is they're fitted with a charge control indicator. Green light showing inside the battery means that it's fully charged, 100% ready to go, so you know for a fact that the battery you're putting in is in tip-top condition. Okay, now again the battery is very heavy, so be careful how you lift it. Just slot it back in the same way as the other one came out. Slide it back in against the clamp on this side, and we get our battery clamp and fix it in position. Okay, we just do that finger tight first. We just tighten the clamp the last few turns with the ratchet, and then that's solidly mounted in place. Give the battery a good shake, see can you move it. If it doesn't go anywhere, then you're fine. Okay, the last job we have to do is reconnect the battery terminals, and it's in the opposite way to that we took them off. So red positive terminal to red to positive terminal on the battery. Don't need to over tighten it, that's fine. Next, negative terminal, exactly the same job, and just tighten it up. There we go. That's it, finished.